What's up, guys? Alright, I'm here with the reaction video. We're gonna do a reaction on a body cam release in a death penalty workplace. So we're gonna check that out. Alright, let's start it. Comment down below what you guys want me to react to. Probably give you guys more reactions soon. So yeah, just comment down below and we're gonna start it. Let's get it.
A brutal workplace shooting shows the dangerous side of humanity.
I have EMS on the line right now.
On March 16, 2022, 41-year-old Stephen Alexander Smith murdered two innocent dentists in their own office in Tyler, Texas. We've been tracking this case for years, and we're now ready to walk through the entire case from beginning to end, using exclusive footage we've gathered from body cams and interviews directly from the source. You'll soon see how the most shocking part of this investigation is how the death penalty plays a very unpredictable role in the case. This all began on a normal afternoon at Affordable Dentures and Implants in Tyler, Texas on March 16, 2022, around 2:30 p.m. A sworn statement from one of the nurses there, who was not only present but heavily involved in the altercation, provides a clear count of what happened on this dreadful day. Stephen Alexander Smith had an appointment to get new dentures at the place of business. During his procedure, however, he became irritated as he was unhappy with the staff's work. He began to boss workers around as he became more and more agitated. The nurse says that this made the staff very uncomfortable. She also stated that situations like this were actually common with Stephen, as she recalls that he has been a difficult patient in the past. Because of Stephen's disruptive and inappropriate behavior, the nurse then asked one of the doctors, 75-year-old Dr. Jack Burrows, to speak with Stephen because of the trouble he was causing. The two began to argue, as Stephen would not back down while Burrows attempted to de-escalate his unnatural behavior. Once it was clear that Stephen was out of control, Burrows went on to tell him that he could no longer be a patient of their workplace because of the ongoing issues that he causes in their dental office, and because of his current actions. However, this was only the beginning, as Stephen then became even more irritated, and, according to the nurse, allegedly attempted to steal his dentures that the staff was working on, while pushing Burrows to the ground. Keep in mind, Dr. Burrows is 75 years old. Pushing someone of his age could easily cause permanent or even life-threatening injuries. Stephen, showing no empathy for his actions, then left the building. At this point, it would seem the altercation has ended and the storm has passed since Stephen has finally left. However, the storm was only
So, what did everyone make? I made us.
just brewing. After a short trip to his vehicle, Stephen unexpectedly comes back, walking quickly to the entrance of the building. Dr. Burrows, who notices his upcoming return, attempts to lock the front door before Stephen enters. However, his efforts fail, as Stephen forces the door open, which knocks the doctor to the ground a second time. This grabs the attention of the nearby staff, including 59-year-old Dr. Blake Sinclair, who decides to provide aid by grabbing Stephen from behind in a bear hug before he is able to cause any more trouble. A struggle between the two men begins. The nurse, who has witnessed this entire situation unfold so far, then became horrified as she saw Stephen pull out a handgun. Absolutely no one in the dental office expected this from Stephen, despite his behavior in the past at their establishment. Before anyone had time to react, Stephen wasted no time and began to open fire, shooting 5 times at both doctors. Dr. Burrows was hit once, and Dr. Sinclair was hit with all 4 of the other shots that Stephen fired. He then pointed the weapon at the nurse and told her to unlock the door. She bravely refused Stephen's request. Records also indicate that at this moment she pleaded to Stephen not to shoot her because she had a baby. Stephen then surprisingly spared her and found his way out of the building. No one knows why Stephen spared the nurse. It could have been due to him wanting to get away as soon as possible. Or possibly the nurse's plea about her baby appealed to the last bit of empathy left inside of him. Nevertheless, Stephen has now left the establishment in his vehicle. This altercation is clearly an extremely unfortunate and traumatic event. We've gathered an interview of a patient who was present during the entire situation. She explains the details of the entire experience from her own point of view, which shows just how devastating it was to be directly involved.
The man started shooting. He had a 9mm, and I had the doctor, and I lost grip and had to. I turned around and run and went and hid behind a wall. He shot 4 or 5 times.
So where were you in relation to when the shooting happened?
I was in the lobby. The gentleman went out to his truck and got his gun and came back in. Nobody seen him grab the gun, and when he come back in, they started wrestling again, and that's when he started open fire, and then he took I believe he took one of the ladies hostage and was telling her to open the door to go back to the back. I don't know for what. But.
And how many people were in the lobby with you?
I'd say 10. There was a baby there too, but the lady had just got her baby outside, and she had just went to the back to x-ray, and he's 2-3 years old. Thank God she got him out of there.
Well, what was everyone doing? You were hiding behind the wall. What was
there was some gentlemen. There was a few gentlemen still sitting down. A lady, a couple of gentlemen got up to go towards the altercation, as I did. I don't. It comes back in bits and pieces. I'm kind of just shook up by it all. You never know who or what the person next to you is capable of.
That's crazy. Yeah, you really don't.
This world is
murderers, rapists.
It's not the way it's supposed to be.
At about 2:45 p.m., 911 dispatch received a call about the shooting. First responders arrive at the scene within 4 minutes, and it's clear to them the altercation was extremely intense, as the first thing they see is the 2 doctors on the ground with their very bloody gunshot wounds. Even though the shooter is still on the loose and is a top priority for these local officers, it's clear their attention and aid is necessary to help the doctors who are barely clinging on to life. To show just how severe this situation was, we're providing you a glimpse of the exclusive body cam footage our team has obtained of the immediate aftermath of the workplace shooting, which details the first responders' experience with the horrifying crime scene.
Stand by for the 28.
Huh? I just pulled up behind that.
Boy Victor 0.
Baby Smith. Check out towels and stuff.
Hey, let me grab some gloves, Chad.
Hey, grab me a pair too.
Yeah.
I have EMS on the line right now.
Okay, where's he hit at? We got 2 places
Dr. Burroughs, Jack Burroughs.
In Texas, you don't need no license to carry. You can carry it anywhere, anytime, but like, you gotta buy one. That's crazy. It's crazy.
Looks like
Looks
like one gunshot to the left abdomen on one patient. He's breathing.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's his left abdomen. That's on one of the males, yes ma'am.
Okay. What's the next one?
The next male looks like we got labored breathing. He's barely breathing. Looks like
His arm's broken.
His arm's broken.
he's got a broken arm.
Wait,
Yeah, from Smith County Sheriff's Office.
Now you just get the gun, you gotta have money. From what?
Okay.
Sell guns for
Hang on 1 second, okay?
And there's so many ways, so many people that sell guns now cheaper. Texas.
How is getting
Good luck in
cash
Texas.
out
Good luck. If
still
you guys
a
are
thing?
from Texas, good luck, bro. I did not see this doing any road rage. You do not get mad. Just take a breather, bro. Relax. It's not worth it. It's not worth it. I'm telling you,
Hang on 1 second, okay?
especially when you know where you're at, Texas.
Go ahead.
Bro.
Go ahead, I'm listening.
You know people are carrying right there. You know
I'm trying to
everybody's
check
got a
right
gun.
now, okay?
Like if you don't got a gun, why you doing
One shot in the shoulder.
Why are you doing
We got one gunshot to the shoulder of
Upper arm.
the upper arm.
Texas is different.
Jack,
Hey, come on, bud.
can you hear me, Jack?
Respect, though.
Stay with me,
Florida
man.
2.
We have towels on them. We're trying to find gauze right now.
Florida's crazy. It's actually sure on top.
Let's talk about him. Do you have those wounds covered?
As good as
best we
possible.
can tell.
Yeah, as best as we can tell.
Okay. Is he still breathing?
No, it doesn't look like he's
Doesn't look
breathing.
like it.
Hang on, I'm gonna check your pulse real quick.
A little bit. I'm trying. Get carotid.
Do you feel anything?
I'm checking.
Bro, like, you literally
Very light.
That's a very light pulse.
Carotid pulse is very light.
This is what we're gonna do next. Is he flat on his back?
No.
He's laying on his side right now.
Okay, get him flat on his back. And what about the other patient? Is he still breathing?
He's breathing.
Yes, he's
You
breathing.
guys
On
can
three,
go
let's
down.
move. 1, 2, 3.
That's long. There you go.
Flat on his back.
How does it feel?
I'm gonna put this up.
He's 75.
But we voted on that.
75.
It's not like we don't agree.
Okay, do you have him flat on his back?
Have him flat on his back. He's got one broken arm at least. It looks like the bullet might have separated the bone altogether.
How's the other patient?
How's the other patient? They're still.
He's okay.
Laying on his right side, gunshot wound to his front lower right side of his rib cage.
Is he still breathing?
Still breathing.
Still breathing.
Like, fire. I don't know if it's burning.
Yes.
Yes, he's conscious.
Okay, so now we're gonna go back to the one that was unconscious.
Okay.
We're gonna pump him in the chest.
Okay.
1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1,
I remember doing this in high school. The meeting
One,
in
two,
public service academy. We had a man
now while you're
have
up on his chest, somebody just make sure that those
CPR.
lungs are like,
Crazy.
pressure on, so we're pumping the blood out, okay?
All right, you keep pressure. I'll push.
Like getting to like cardiac arrest.
The patient left and came back inside with a gun and he started shooting everybody.
Somebody. Two.
At least 2.
Cut his clothes on for me.
Pressure in his chest. And it's like
While continuing to perform CPR on Dr. Jack Burrows, first responders decide to get Dr. Blake Sinclair out of the building.
that's how you see people with electric things. Let's go. With electric and here we go.
Driveway over here.
Turn it around. Turn that around. Pumping blood.
Send that for a second. We'll trigger it here. Take your time. All right. You ready? Yeah. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3.
I don't know how to play it.
Yes, sir. We'll get him out there. Take your breath. Yeah, I got it.
He's been going for a little while, so he might need to go ahead and be swapped.
We got one in the ambulance that's about to head to the UT Main to get surgery. He's got one gunshot wound right here.
You still think it's a patient?
Yes, yes, sir. And then we've also got one in there that they're working on right now who hasn't shown any other signs of life yet.
While EMS takes Dr. Sinclair to an ambulance, they decide to do the same with Dr. Burrows.
It's going.
Quick, y'all ready? Yeah. 2, 3. We'll belt him around. Hey, we need something to cover him up.
Here.
Somebody throw something to me. I don't care what it is.
Got sheets. Here. Here's a blanket.
Alright,
After the events of this footage, the victims were rushed to the hospital, in which one of them, clinging on to life, was actually speaking with the medical officers in the ambulance, according to the sheriff of Smith County, Texas. The sheriff believes this is due to the life-preserving actions the first responders took when they arrived at the scene, including an officer performing CPR for a full 5 minutes while waiting for the ambulance. Both doctors, after clinging onto life for several hours, were unfortunately later pronounced dead at the hospital due to their gunshot wounds. A spokesperson for Affordable Dentures and Implants, the doctor's place of work, offered the following statement regarding the incident. "We are deeply saddened by this tragic incident and hold Dr. Burrows and Dr. Sinclair and their loved ones in our thoughts and prayers. Our immediate focus is on supporting our employees, our patients, and the families of those impacted by this horrific event. We are grateful to law enforcement for their bravery and professionalism in the face of senseless violence, and will do whatever we can to assist them." According to the sheriff, When he was asked about how many people were present at this dental office during the violent altercation, he said he didn't know the exact number, but there were numerous staff present at the time, meaning a lot more lives were affected in addition to the unfortunate late doctors. Even though this unimaginable situation has already left a heavy impact on the lives of the many victims of this dental office, the shooter is still out there, and police need to find him before he causes more catastrophe.
What you mean the shooter's still out?
The broadcasters on Beagle Live are awesome.
What's up? These ads are crazy.
According to the sheriff, Stephen then fled the dental office by hastily driving west on Highway 31 toward the city limits. His destination would be his own home, where he and his parents both reside. The most likely speculation as to why his own home was his desired objective is that he thought it would provide him a temporary hideout while he considers his next move. Luckily, a very alert and aware nurse had gotten a picture of his license plate before he left the murder scene. Using this information, police were able to quickly track Smith down right as he pulled into his home in the southern part of the city of Tyler, Texas. Stephen then retreated into his residence while he had the chance. We have exclusive footage of this altercation as well that details the eerie standoff between the police and Stephen.
Killed a couple people and went home.
Yeah, I know. I want you on the other side, but I want you to stay here so you can move the car in and out. But don't let any citizens across.
You want a deputy or something, man? Who you here with?
KLTV.
Can I get you back over there with that? Because you're in a danger zone, brother. Yeah, you don't want to be up here, man. Okay? Actually, behind that police car back there, probably your best spot.
Get your back.
Yeah, y'all get y'all loaded up. Get out of here. Y'all make sure y'all stay off of this side.
It is an early day. Get out.
We got a situation next door to you. And I want to keep y'all safe. So make sure y'all stay off that end of the house, okay?
All right.
We'll let you know when everything's all right.
Considering that nobody knows what dangers Stephen is capable of, these officers are taking extra precautions with everyone in the vicinity so that no one gets hurt. Once the perimeter around Stephen's home is secured, officers prepare to negotiate with Stephen.
Hey, y'all keep watching the window.
Come on it.
Something's about to go.
Hold. Don't expose yourself too much. Alright, slowly. We got it on the left. We got it. Keep going backwards. Keep walking back to my voice. Stop. Go to the right. Take steps to the right. Grab the thing, get up front. Hang on. We're just covering. Y'all just back up. I got y'all. I need y'all back up faster.
After multiple minutes of this standoff, Stephen's parents, who were also in the home, exited the residence after talking with police negotiators. A few minutes later, Stephen was also convinced to join them, as he too exited the residence and turned himself over to the officers, who were then able to gain custody of him without struggle. Deputies proceeded to search the home and found 2 pistols inside the residence, both of them being the same exact caliber as the one used in the earlier shooting. This means one of them could have been the exact weapon used to murder the 2 innocent doctors. In an interview with the sheriff about this exact case, the interviewer asks if Stephen was licensed to carry his firearms. The sheriff responds that you no longer have to be licensed to carry a handgun in Smith County, Texas, the location where all of this took place. With Smith now in custody, investigators then began asking him questions to get any information out of him that they could. However, Stephen invoked his right to counsel, meaning officers were not able to interview him. Soon after, he is set a very hefty bond which reflects the seriousness in nature of his crimes. The bond that was set for him was $2.5 million for capital murder, and another $500,000 for aggravated assault, specifically because of his action of pointing a firearm at the previously mentioned nurse, for a total of $3 million. To explain more about his main charge of capital murder, this is a clip directly from the sheriff of Smith County, who talks about this exact case and how capital murder relates to Stephen's criminal actions.
Anytime you charge with capital murder, in this instance anyway, this exact instance, you kill more than one person in one event, that constitutes capital murder in the state of Texas. He would be facing automatic life imprisonment or up to and including death upon conviction.
Stephen will now wait 2 years from his original arrest date back in March of 2022 to get his official verdict, in which, as we just heard from the sheriff, the death penalty is officially on the table. We now fast forward to November of 2023, where Stephen's trial is soon approaching in 2 short months. As we previously heard from the sheriff, the 2 main verdicts for a capital murder charge are either life in prison or the death penalty. A state case like this, since it took place entirely within the state of Texas, falls under the jurisdiction of the local county district attorney's office. The district attorney has control over criminal cases that violate state laws, which includes capital crimes and, in turn, in Stephen's case, capital murder. Since the death penalty is controlled at the state level in the United States legal system, the district attorney of Smith County, Texas, Jacob Putman, will be a major decision maker regarding Stephen's verdict because he is able to choose whether to pursue the death penalty or not. Putman, in an unexpected turn of events, announced that the death penalty is no longer being sought out by the jury. After being asked multiple times why this decision was made, Putman said he would like to comment on the reason, but he couldn't. Since it is unknown why the death penalty was taken off the table, there are many speculations as to what caused this hugely impactful decision that has very likely changed the course of Stephen's fate. A contributing factor could possibly be that Stephen previously had no criminal history. It could also have something to do with the death penalty being seen as immoral by more and more people. There are countless possible ideas that could have led to this decision, so comment below and share what you think the reasoning could have been. However, with the death penalty off the table, the official verdict would now soon arrive in 2 short months, on January 22nd, 2024.
Dang, January 22nd, 2024.
It's now time for the trial. January 22nd has arrived and the decision that would affect the rest of Stephen's life is upon him. Stephen would plead guilty to his charges of capital murder and aggravated assault, hoping to get some kind of reduced sentence. However, the Smith County District Court Judge, Debbie Gunter, would hand down a mandatory sentence of life in prison without the possibility of parole.
Mandatory life in prison.
After the verdict, Jacob Putman, the previously mentioned district attorney of Smith County who was involved in the decision to take the death penalty off the table, commented on the sentence. Putman said, "The victims have waited a long time for this day. The defendant pled to capital murder, and he will never be released from prison. We are thankful for the hard work of the Smith County Sheriff's Office and prosecutors Noah Coltman and Zach Gilmore." In the present day, Stephen Alexander Smith, now around age 44, is serving out his life sentence and will continue to do so until his death.
That's crazy. Damn, that's crazy. That one was pretty good. Let me know what other guys' reactions you guys want to see. Stephen went to jail. Texas is a carry your own gun law, so you really don't need a permit to carry a gun. Anybody can just get a gun. I think you just have to be over the age of 17, I believe. I don't know what age exactly it is, but in Texas, you only need to be at a certain age to carry a gun. So be careful out there. Be real careful out there. See what happened with the dentist. 2 of them died. Patients got traumatized for probably life. They don't probably ever want to get their teeth done. No, I'm just playing. But yeah, man. RIP to those two people that died. Shout out to all their families. Shout out to all their friends. Sorry about what happened. Thank God Stephen went to jail. Oh, man, it would have been better if he got the death penalty, but we know why he didn't. It was because he never had a criminal history. When you don't have a criminal history, it's kind of hard to give you the maximum, because it's like, you've never really done anything for us to. We never had trouble with you. This is your only thing that sent him off. Something, I don't know what sent him off. It was probably something fudged up in his teeth, or they were probably messing with his dentures or something. Something must have happened in there that set him off, and it was already previously set off before, because you heard in the statement that they've had troubles with him before. This wasn't the first time. So I don't know what happened. I don't know who, but something must have happened in there that we don't know. Nobody knows, and it just set him off. And once it set him off, it was just, he just seen red, wanted to straight do what he gotta do. But comment below what you guys think. I'm gonna get you this reaction video out. Probably do more. Probably react to another video right now, and then keep going. But yeah, let me know what you guys think. This is from Midwest Safety. I'm gonna go ahead and put everything on below, and yeah, let me know.